So I want to start off this video by first saying I'm sorry I didn't get episode 8 of the Promised Neverland out. There was just tons of things that were happening that week, and I just wasn't able to do the recording, much less do the editing for the video. So I do apologize for that, and apologize for this episode coming out late. I actually went to go see Captain Marvel, and I'll have the review up and probably later on today after this video. So just want to let you know I'm still reviewing it, and this one's just a little delayed, but don't worry, you'll get my review and my thoughts on this episode 9 right now. So things are going straight to hell for these kids. The episode 8 just left off where we saw Sister Crone dead. We have freaking Emma, her freaking leg got broken by Mama, and then we get the revelation that Norman is supposed to be shipped out. And in the beginning of episode 9, we find out he's going to get shipped out the next day. And that somehow, I don't know how, but Mama made a clean break on the leg. And so it's going to heal in 2 months' time. So basically, she's like, I caught your fastest person. I caught one of your smartest people. So there's nothing you can really do. You guys, it's checkmate. Basically, that's what Mama's telling them. And you can see the defeat in these kids' eyes. You have Norman. Oh my gosh, his face looks distraught, like he's never gotten sleep in years. And Emma is just destroyed. I know she feels that it's her fault. It's her fault that they couldn't stop Mama. But honestly, we already know Mama is freaking strong. She knows how to read the kids. She went through tons of training, as we saw in episode 8 with Sister Crone. And so it is actually their fault that they underestimated Mama. That's their fault. But Mama already had all this stuff planned out, and so they're just like it was like fighting a train with no hands, no arms. You had no chance at the beginning, but now you have them tied behind your back, and you're just gonna lose. That's how they feel, and that's how it looked like to us. This entire episode, though, was basically trying to figure out how to get Norman out. And because Norman is freaking out. Like, he's trying to keep a straight face with Emma, but he is freaking out. He doesn't want to die, and he feels he's like, I'm gone tomorrow. And Emma and Ray come up with an idea, like, okay, we're gonna have Norman escape, and we're gonna have Ray like break a leg or break an arm or something, so that we can guarantee that neither of them will get shipped out the next day, because they don't want the goods, that they are, to be damaged, and they have to be in top condition. So they have all these plans set out, and Norman's like, yeah, we can do this. He has some hope again. Then at this time also we get a revelation that freaking Ray is some super genius that remembers stuff since he was born. Like, so he remembers like how the demons look like. He saw headquarters. He knows that if they try to go through the gate, that just leads them to the actual headquarters and to more demons and to more humans. So it's not the best way to escape is through the gate. They have to go through what they're thinking of is over the wall. So anyway, they made their plan is to have Norman escape and to live outside of the walls for at least 2 months. They'll get him food. They'll do stuff to keep him alive. And then once everyone escapes, they'll meet up with him and go on their merry way. Well, the day comes. Next day comes, and he's there grabbing the new rope that they have, and Emma and Ray are just sitting near a tree, and they're like kind of just waiting, and Ray's like, yeah, it's gonna be fine, don't worry about it. And you hear the heroic, like, uplifting, inspirational, hopeful music playing in the background as you see Norman tie up the rope onto the tree, and then the way they use it to get up the wall is kind of odd. I don't understand it. Like, I don't know. I don't really understand it. But he uses it to climb up, to get up the wall, and you see him peering over the wall, and then the scene ends. And then it's dusk now, and Mama's like asking where Norman is, and she pulls out her little locator, and then the kids that Ray and Emma are like, you're not gonna find him. He's done. They gave him the little electric thing to disable the tracking device. She's not gonna find him with that little radar thing. And then you hear say, "Welcome back," and you see Norman walking back from the forest, and Ray and Emma are like, "What the heck happened? What? Why didn't you go over the fence?" And he's like, "I had to come back." And they're like, "Why?" And he turns around. He's like, "I got up there." He's like, "There was a cliff." And they're like, "What?" And you see his eyes again. His eyes are dead. It's like someone took the life out of him. That's how his eyes looked. And then you see what he saw, and you see him peering over the wall, and there's this huge cliff. It's like you can't even see the bottom. I mean, I'm probably like maybe 80, 100 feet. I don't know, but it's like maybe, I'm guesstimating like 30 feet across and like 80 feet deep or something like that. There's this cliff, and there's no way to get to it. And he looked at that, and that's how the episode ends. And it's funny because maybe this is also what Mama saw, because remember the previous episode we talked about how Grandma says that Isabel's a very important person to her, and you see this flashback of what we're assuming is Mama peering up on top of the wall and looking down to Grandma. So now we're gonna see what's gonna happen here, because basically now Ray is sorry, not Ray. Norman is gone. He's gonna be gone next episode. He can be shipped out unless they do something or we get some sort of twist. Don't know. But it was these past few episodes are the ones where they're downtrodden. They are, everything that they've been working for is just falling apart, and it's getting really good. So now I'm really excited to see what's gonna happen in the next few episodes. So loved the episode. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, subscribe, do anything you can to pass this social media to get the word out that Tuna Podcast gives you the best reviews. So, this is David the Smash Fan from Tuna Podcast, and I'm out.